Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Devlog series. Earlier this year, Brackeys conducted a game jam and I participated in it with a bunch of rookies. The game we made was called Antithesis Verge. Antithesis Verge. So here's the game. We even have a soundtrack available. You can go and check it out if you want to. So this was a submission for Brackeys Game Jam 2020.1, and we just wanted to make something. And if it was fun and if we liked it, we thought of expanding upon it. And surprise, we actually ended up liking what we made, and here we are. So yeah, the following game is made in the pure essence of Game Jam to learn new mechanics and have fun with them. Honestly, I really didn't think of me completing the game that much. I just wanted to test few mechanics and few ideas, and we were able to do that, and I'm really satisfied with it. The game can be quite buggy at times, so yeah, we have to keep in mind this version was quite buggy, but it was good. It was a playable demo, and definitely we'll be expanding upon it. Yeah, the level 4 over here could be accessed from the level menu, but the UI in the level 3 was not fixed on time, and we were not able to have a clear-cut thing over there. So the basic story is we control Sura. She's a thief with the connection with the dark world, and she has to repay someone basically, and she uses her abilities to rob as much as possible. And the ability is to tear holes in walls and face between them, and it's basically the idea is over here if you can see. So this is the normal world that we have, and when she uses her ability, this is the other side that we go into. It's basically like the same level but in another level of depth, and using this ability many things can be done, like unlocking and stuff like that. We have dashes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I have been talking about the game a lot and not what I plan to do with these devlogs. So here's the thing. This will be more of an introduction session. It'll be like a feedback session where I'll try to play the game with a fresh mind. It's been like quite some while since I've released this demo. So it'll be good for me to look back at what I made previously and then figure out what else could be done in the game. Also, I felt that this would be a great introduction session for the devlog that's gonna happen. I promise in the future episodes I'll focus more on the technical side and the thought process of the game design and all that kind of stuff. At the moment, I'll just try to give some kind of like commentary or something like that on the game. So we have the controls over here. Let's download this version, and I want to play this version itself. So let's save it. And don't ask me why I'm using Internet Explorer. It's a long story. My computer got crashed and I had to reinstall and all that kind of stuff happened, and so that's why I'm using Internet Explorer, and it's doing the job, so I don't mind it. So let's just copy this from here and then maybe. So yeah, I've been planning to do this for like quite some time long. I was not able to do it because of the quarantine, and you know how the situation is all around the world. So I hope you guys are safe, and I hope that we eat. And I don't really want people to go out there and expect them to be okay about the situation and be productive and creative at the moment. But mental health is really important, so take care of yourself, and then if you can, maybe invest time on learning a new skill slowly, but maybe slowly or something like that. So yeah, so just name it game, and then I'm using PZip over here. It's a really great tool, open source, yes, I think. So the game has no music in it, so I'll be continuing playing the song that I'll be placing here. I don't know what song I placed, but I'm sure it might be something good. So yeah, it's made by Unity, and here's the game. So here right away you can see that We have the city in the background, and the idea was as we go through the game, the main menu will change accordingly on the progress of the player and something like that. We have few basic buttons over here. This was done in the last moment, like last 1 hour or so. There's this amazing guy called Omer. He's a newbie. I mean, he has been, making games as a hobbyist for quite some time now, but he really wanted to do something good, and all the UI work is done by him. So when we click on new game, he right away we start. It was not supposed to be like this, so we wanted it to be like when we press the new game, we'll be having like load game, new game, and all that kind of stuff, and there'll be an options and all that. But we ended up with this version. So right away we can control the character, you see, and here we have updates are not available due to jam period. This was supposed to be in the game, like we could update our abilities and upgrade our abilities and all that kind of stuff. So this dash over here, many people didn't really understand the purpose of the dash because we didn't utilize it well, and the power of the dash is like really low at the moment, so it's making no sense at all. The jumps are quite good, and the dash are almost acting as the same as the jump, so it's not really adding up to anything, so we wanted to change that. So the idea was, this was the apartment that we live in, and here we can upgrade and buy new things or something like that, and here we select the missions. A lot more stuff can be added in it, and the idea, and in the future, and this is really good. See, the Antithesis Verge is like just playing away like that. So we go here, we have a basic level select. This is not what I wanted for the game. It's looking very amateur and very bad, but we had no other option. We just wanted to put something out there. So let's start with level 1. Here you can see the current and the bank. The bank is basically the total loot that you have, and the current is the loot you have in the level. So you are teleported over here, this machine over here. So if you want to go back, we have to complete the main mission. The main mission is to loot the main computer over here. So we see a door, it's like an automatic door. Here we have a loot, we can loot. So this is a small loot, so we can loot it quickly. We get something like 50 points, 50 currency or something, and then go to press E to go to the other side. So this is the ability. So when we press E, if you can see, we are like using our powers and then going to the other side. Over here you can see the city and all. It's a really beautiful effect, and the snow and the rain is looking really nice. And we have the stairs over here, so we W to go up and S to go down. We can't really go here, so it's like a basic level where we just teach a few basic mechanics of going to the other side. We can just ignore that, come over here, and then so this is a big loot, so it takes some time. So we have to be careful about how to load. We had to increase this. I mean, this is again something that you can upgrade in the later stage, faster looting, all that kind of stuff. Now we can exit the level. Another thing that people really didn't like was how the player was too slow, and this camera movement, I was not able to see what was below me. So we had to fix that. And you see, this is the great thing about allowing other people to play, that we get to see things that as a developer in the first time I didn't see, and now when I come back to it, it becomes pretty obvious that, oh duh, this should have been done. So now we exit. So we get something, a small menu here, level looted, cash acquired, and bank balance. It should be increasing. This should like get transferred over here, some kind of animation. We have to fix that. So next one. This was supposed to be some for a menu kind of thing, but we forgot, and the player was not supposed to start from here. We were supposed to start from the start of the level. This is a way, and this room was not supposed to be here. It's like, I don't know why this room is here, and this wall is not supposed to be opening like this, because here we can loot this and just directly exit, and again the player is right out of the map, and that's not really what I wanted. So we are supposed to start from here, and the camera is way too slow. So we go up, we can loot this if you want. Again, a small mission. It's just grinding at the moment, and I realized that this was way too much grinding. Press E to go to the other side. We see that it was different, and then we can go to the other side. This is something that I had to keep in mind when designing the levels. Somehow I forgot in this key. This should not be here, but hey. So we can now exit the level. There's no risk at all at the moment. It's just puzzle solving, and we wanted to introduce mechanic, and we wanted to introduce enemies and all such kind of thing. But again, we were not able to do it because the development speed was really slow for this game. Because we really didn't think of expanding upon it and working seriously upon it. But now we are, so hopefully the development speed will be much more faster. So here we introduce a new mechanic. So we see a prompt used other side, and when we go to the other side we can activate this. So here we see it's a blue color thing and the color of this changes. So now this is activated. So we can go up over here and go up again. That was activated, so this is a green thing, so we can't just go over here. So we come down and then we go to the other side, activate it, and then we can just escape. So now we can use the dash to go up, but here you see it's like multiple dashes have been used, so I had to make it more powerful. This is a medium-sized loot, gives some loots, and then yeah, we got 250, and then we complete the main mission. That's the main computer terminal over here, and now we can exit. As we can see, there are various stages of looting over here. That is indicated by the color of the color of the loot. So let's loot this and exit the level. Now we can't go to the next level because you see the UI in the third level was not working. The current just went in my place, so I need to complete the recording once the current is back. Till then, I'll just shut down the computer. Okay. Alright, so the current is back in my locality, so we can play the rest of the 2 levels. And the UI in third level was broken, so yes, anyway we had to quit. So let's go there quickly, but we are too slow to go there quickly. Alright, so level 4. So this is one of the better levels of the game. Honestly, this is the best level at the moment, because it has some puzzle elements and all such things in it. So let's see. So here we can see that there's a red door over here, so we go up here. Or we can just go here, but going here with one function, we'll just go here. Even if we go here, we activate this, but we cannot, it's unlocked. It's activated, but it's still locked, so we have to use this switch to unlock it. So we will use it and just come here, activate this, okay, come down, and now I can just do this. Let's do it. So here you can see how the game will be if some puzzles are added in it. This is just this one has like kind of only one solution in it, but I wanted to have multiple solutions to a level, and hopefully in the future you'll see a version of this but with multiple solutions. And then we just go up here and root it, the big one, and then we can now exit. So there's no sense of tension over here, there's no time limit, or there's nothing, or no enemies. So there's something that's really lacking in the game. There should be some kind of conflict that'll make things interesting. And then the next one. So this level was not done by me, it was made by the other programmer, Omer, and he was working on the UI and level designing, and he worked on these cameras. Unfortunately, he was not able to implement them using Raycast, and these are not dynamic ones, so it's going through the walls and all that kind of stuff. He just used colliders for this. Something that I'm not fan of for this way of doing, and these are not even working. So we can see that the red was filled up, but it's not doing anything. So yeah, and I can't really blame him because there was really less time and we had other things on our hands, so we were not able to focus on it. And over here, another mistake as a level designer was we already made it clear that if these lines are there, then we can go through them. But when I go to the other side, it's not there. So probably he didn't design the other side part of the game. But again, it's okay because it's just a jam game. So something to keep in mind. And then it's basically the same level as the previous one with the addition of the cameras, which is not working. Not much brought to the table, to be honest. Anyway, so we go up here, and there's one thing that I really want to change now is make it clear when the doors are not locked, when the doors are not activated. So right now it's really hard to tell if this is activated or not, and only if I do this, the color change is like, I mean, come on, man. So I need to fix that. That was done by me. Anyway, I'll be working on this game alone from now, so I hope that I'll be able to make it like I want it to make it. And then we loot it, and then it's the same level again. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I wanted to do in this jam, and there are a lot of things that I was not able to implement. I'm talking about run cycles and design choices and multiple paths for a solution or multiple solutions, to be honest. So what? I'm sorry. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I really wanted to implement in this game, and I was not able to do it because of the time constraint and the unseen factors. I wanted to implement things like enemies, smart enemies, and then different type of enemies, and we can interact with the enemies. We can pull them to the other side. We were supposed to have a attack animation and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to add more levels to it, more variations in the levels, and a lot of things I wanted to do that I was not able to do in this version. And I really don't want to give away a lot about the game or the story, but what I can, because I can't really tell a lot about the game or what kind of game will end up being, because I don't want to give commitment and not be able to deliver it later. So, but what I can say is there's a lot of levels that will be added in the game. There's a lot of things that I'll be doing in the game to make it different, and man, there's a lot of content that's gonna be added. And one thing that I'm excited about is that I'm gonna make another demo, and I'll launch it on the official Kafi Rookie development page, or the official Kafi Rookie Age page. So that demo, when it's ready, it'll probably take me another month or so to get done with that demo. No dates, to be honest, and no announcements, no such kind of things at the moment. So yeah, once that demo is ready, it'll be a free demo, and then I'll be getting a lot of feedback from that demo, and hopefully I'll be getting feedback with these devlogs also. In the future, the devlogs will be focusing more upon the thought process and the technicalities and all that kind of stuff. Will be more going into the game development side. So I hope that we'll have a fun and exciting journey. I hope that I'll be able to make a fun game, something that I wanted to play for a very long time now, and I hope that you guys are excited for it. And yeah, also I'm even working on the soundtrack of the game. Music will be playing a huge part in the whole game. So this is not done by a music producer. I am just a rookie. I'm like very beginner. I'm like extremely beginner in music production. But I had an idea, and I really wanted to work on it. So I made this song. I made this song called Bella Chow 2042, yeah, I can make the connections. It's a heist game and all that kind of things. But I really like the song and I really wanted to do this for a very long time now. So if you got time, go check it out. And if you like what we are doing, then subscribe us. Do leave a comment on what you think about the game at this stage, at the beginning stage of the game. And also I'll be doing the the feedback sessions, daily feedback sessions from Monday onwards. So if you want to send your game, then join the Discord server and then share your game with us, and I'll be playing the game and doing similar kind of feedback. I hope that that's it. I don't really want to tell anyone. I hope that you stay safe, be creative, take care, bye bye.